Hey, Susan. Oh, I was happy to see you. I was happy to see you. Hey there, Susan. How you doing? I literally have a plate sitting here to eat, and I swear, as I'm looking at I haven't ate anything today. Um, but I swear, as something's on my screen. But I swear, as I look at the food, I just don't want it. I just don't have the an appetite for it. I know I'm trying so hard to bring my appetite back. I know part of it is I have been up all night, and so I know that's a big part of it. But I still don't feel sleepy. Like I don't feel tired, but I know I feel off because I've been up for over 24 hours, so I can feel it. But I don't feel tired. I just feel a little off, you know. My son's flight was delayed. So now his anxiety is up because he's still there. He's been at the airport since 2. His flight was supposed to leave at 4. They delayed it to 4:40, and they delayed it to 6 with a connection. And so he's just so he's not getting in until about 11 tonight. So until he gets on the plane, it lands, you know. So that's what I'm doing. I didn't take a nap, Susan. I tried to lay down. I couldn't stop thinking. I couldn't stop thinking. I couldn't stop worrying, about things. And I'm like, you know what? Get up, get up, get up, get up, and move around. So that's kind of what I've been doing. Moving around. But then I was at like 3. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go and just go out for a little bit, just to get outside. And but then I said, oh, but if I go anywhere, it's gonna be at least an hour and a half trip to get somewhere. And then by the time I get there, I'm gonna have to turn right back around if he's gonna be back at 8. So I'm like, oh, but now then he's delayed, but now it's later. So it's like I still am stuck in that hole. If I leave, I don't have enough time to do anything. If I go that far out, in the end, it's like, oh. So it was just one of those moments that started defeating you, like, oh, I don't know. Just one of those moments. That's all I can give it is a blah. How you feeling, blah? How's it going, blah? Are you gonna make it out? Blah, blah. If anybody asks me how I feel, that's how it is. But how's your day been, Susan? How was work today? How did your day go? Well, I'm sitting here running my mouth about mine. Yeah, it is. It is. And I told him how when I went to Dallas, I spent more time in the airport than I spent flying from Atlanta to Dallas, being at the baby shower. And then flying back. If you added all of that time up, I spent more time waiting because something was wrong with my plane and we had to wait for another plane. I literally got to my flight at Dallas that night was supposed to leave. I was supposed to leave out of Dallas at 8:50. That's what time I was supposed to leave that day. I didn't leave Dallas until 4 a.m. Until 4 a.m. And so everything in the airport ended up being closed by the time we would leave. And it was my first time ever having that big of oh my goodness. And I thought about the people who end up like something happens with their flight and they're stuck in the airport for a day or two. And I'm like, oh yeah. And just sitting in the airport all day can drive you crazy. So I know he's on anxious because he's just in the airport trying to figure it out. He's sore, so he can't walk around like that. So he's just, but like I said, so right now that's where I'm at. I made sure that because I had a couple of dollars and I just took it and said, you know what, I'm just gonna make sure that when he gets in here, one, that he has something to eat that's a cooked meal, so a couple of snacks he like, just something, just get through tonight. Like I said, then tomorrow it's renting another room, so that he can have some space of his own, but I'm still right here, but yeah, when you're just trying to get through one thing to get to the next, it's like, can we just hurry up and get to to the end? So it it runs on my anxiety that I have been back in my city for over a month and I still don't have a place. And I've literally, and just being housed in hotels, have spent about $3,000. And I don't know, I just feel overwhelmed today. I just feel so overwhelmed. I feel so overwhelmed today. And I know that's one of the reasons. So I'm like, my anxiety has it to where I can't eat, I can't sleep right now. So I'm like, oh, you gotta go to anxiety, son. But it doesn't go away just like that. I wish it did, because then I wouldn't be. Yeah, and a long talk. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm really thinking, because he's getting in so late, that any conversation like in depth will be in the morning. You know, but it's all that getting to the conversation, just everything. So it has my anxiety up, guys. I'll tell you that much. But yeah, Susan, I see it's just me and you in here right now. But there's so many lives going on right now. I literally looked at YouTube before I went live, and I was like, oh my goodness, everybody's going. I didn't even, when I set up a live, but I just set up a live because I'm like, I just want to talk. I just want to talk. I literally got off a live earlier. I just said, well, let me go ahead and hey, B Sugar. Say we not alone. But I told him, if it is, I'm still running my mouth, a mile a minute. But yeah, I have been all day trying to connect to their Wi-Fi. So I go downstairs and say, well, maybe if I try, because I was going to go live at about 3. But something said, don't set that live up because you can't get connected. I didn't want to do it on my phone. So I said, okay, well, what I'll do is I'll go down to the front. There's no way the Wi-Fi doesn't work down there in the lobby, by the front desk. It has to work. I get down there, it still doesn't work. So I sat down there for about 45 minutes trying to connect. It wouldn't pick up my iPhone so I could connect through my iPhone. I'm just, you know how you just keep doing something? I'm just like, I'm about to lose it. These are all the tests of when you just lose it. And see, the part about losing it is, I don't know about nobody else, but me, when I lose it, I find myself losing it over other shit. It's not even the stuff that I lost it about. And it's just that you find it just like, that's the straw that broke the camel's back. And so I was like, nope, not gonna do it. So I get up and I ask the man, I say, excuse me, I've been trying to get on the Wi-Fi since this morning. Now, mind y'all, this is like 4:15. So I've been trying to get on the Wi-Fi since this morning. He said, well, you have to be a customer here. You have to have a room here to use our Wi-Fi. So every part of me wants to say, what, you think I just ran up off the street? Ran in here and said, hold on, let me see if the laptop will get on the Wi-Fi. Baby, let me tell you something. I go to McDonald's for that. McDonald's got free Wi-Fi. Starbucks got free Wi-Fi. I wouldn't just say, let me find a hotel. So I said, well, I have a room here. He said, oh, well, if you have a room here, because, people always got to talk smart, like you're dumb. Yeah, if you got a room here, then on your key is the password. So I pulled my key out. And I said, y'all lucky I ain't got my key in my pocket. I took my key out. I said, you talking about the password to say happy guest? That's the password to the Wi-Fi? He said, yeah. I said, well, I'm letting you know it's not coming on. So I need you to listen to the question I'm asking you one more time. Now listen to me. I said, the question is something going on with the Wi-Fi in the building? Has anyone complained that they aren't getting on the Wi-Fi? He said, oh no, all of the people with rooms. I said, look, sir, let me tell you something. I don't know if you come in here and you decided that because you work here and somebody is staying here, you better than, I don't know what it is you're doing with yourself. I said, but what I am asking you is there something going on with the Wi-Fi? That's all. Then finally he says, oh, yeah, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but I ain't really had nobody come down here and say nothing about it. I said, you know what, I can't. So I came upstairs. I said, you know what, I'm going to walk down to Jewel, get a piece of chicken, get a side of coleslaw, get some fries, and I'm going to not curse this man out. So when I came back, I said, God, give me the strength. Just give me the strength. I turned on my Wi-Fi, went to try on their Wi-Fi, reject. Or it kept just saying it wasn't secure. It wasn't this. It wasn't on. It wasn't connecting. It was. So then I looked, I said, wait, there go my phone. I hit it on my phone. I said, there we go. Thank you, T-Mobile. I've been waiting for you to pop up, but it wouldn't come up. My phone just would not come up. And I said, that's why you had to sit still sometimes. You got to stop. Because I'm telling you, I almost cursed that man out in that doggone lie. I said, wait a minute, did he just say the Wi-Fi isn't for anybody, it's for people who have a room? Dude, like I said, I just ran up off the streets. Let me see if the Wi-Fi works. Let me go sit down and get that Wi-Fi for free out that hotel. If that was the case, there's 9 hotels over here. I just would have walked from hotel to hotel till one of their Wi-Fi's picked up, right? Come on now, people. Hey, Big Bad Wolf. Hey, B Sugar. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I tell you, even when like I said, I just have so many things on my mind right now. So many things on my mind that right now, honestly, I'm like, I can't even digest no unresolvable bullshit right now. Like, I can't digest it. I'm full. I can't even do it. Ugh. Oh, And you ever notice when you thinking, hey, G5, hey, sis, you ever notice, like, when you just go in there, you're like, man, let me pick up the phone and call somebody. It'd be people that you don't call because you're like, oh, they at work. Then it's people that you don't call because you're like, man, I know they going through something so heavy, I don't even want to pick up the phone. Then it's people you call and they don't answer. And not even to say that was today, just like that feeling. Bossy, what's up, sis? How you doing? Like I said, so I was like, let me come on. I don't have this channel for an accident. And so even, like I said, it's not always strength. And then let me tell you something. Sometimes being overwhelmed or feeling low or getting a little sad doesn't mean you're weak. It's not what it means. It just means I got to slow down and eat off this plate what I can. You know what I mean? Like, it's full. The plate is full. The plate is full. And I feel like every time I talk to my son, he feels like I don't understand what he's been through, and I do. I mean, the honest truth is that how my body works is, one, I count the blessing he's still here. You know what I mean? I count the blessing of those type of things, and I stay in that. I stay in that feeling. So I stay in the feeling of just remembering that these people could have took my son's life, but he's here. I could have had to get rid of me just so I could get a place, but we are here. So I have to grab those things, but it doesn't mean that in my head or in my body I have worked out or understand what's really going on in life. I'm just dealing, tunnel vision. But then there comes these moments where you can't even pretend, where you can't even act like I'm okay. Where your strength is weak. Every time I'm in the store spending some extra money I don't even have, I think of all the money spent. Then to get better, I'm blessed. And so I'm like, oh, remember, you're blessed. Because you could have nothing and be disabled now and it'd be nobody to help you. And so you try not to beat yourself up. So I just came in and said, let me be a buck with y'all. Let me be a buck. Like I said, I've been thinking all day today about how by the time I was 20, I had all 3 of my children, And by the time I was 21, I'd be able to no longer ever have children again. But I was so young that those first few years, I'm thankful, grateful, blessed for my village. Because had it just been me alone, I wouldn't have made it. It's no way. But thankful to my village, we made it. And sometimes, is it just me, or sometimes you say, I made it, but you really feel like you're still in it? And even when you say it, sometimes you wonder if this is making it. Is this making it? And then I have to remind myself, I made it out of that. And I'm here now. So guys. Like I said, I've been just thinking, thinking. Every time I look at Nino, I know exactly why I'm doing what I'm doing. But sometimes I ask myself, though, sometimes I hit you like a truck, a Mack truck. Because in so many people's eyes, I should give up on him so I could just get something. And what's bad is even when I'm down about my situation, that's never my thought. that don't cross my mind. Oh, Baba, I'm not sad. What? What was that? I have no idea what that was, but he does. He knows. He knows what that meant. I have no idea. But yeah, no. So like I said, I was just thinking about that. And then like most of us, we all have a place where we saw ourselves at a certain time. And then sometimes you'll beat yourself up because you're not there. And you'll even ask yourself, like, man, am I Boss, you got a channel? I'm gonna have to go subscribe to that, sister. I didn't know you had a channel. I'm sorry, I don't even know why I let my eyes water up because it's gonna mess. Now it's gonna make this. I keep tearing up. It is not gonna stop. Yeah, that's what it is, and that's why I'm like, let me get happy. I don't want to get his anxiety, and we all be just anxious. Then what are we doing? Being anxious with each other. And then, the part of being a mother is I'm sitting here with you all saying, hey, Mims, how anxious I am and how I can't stop thinking and I'm stressing and I'm worrying. And then your kids walk in and it's like, and new seed, hey, here's positivity. Hey, here's love. Hey, here's strength. Hey, here's something you like to eat. Hey. And on the inside of you is screaming. With the outside, it's like, let's talk. Make sure you get some sleep. I can sleep now because you're here. And it's almost like you go into that instantly. From the moment I know he's coming from he's taking the shuttle from the airport to here, then you go into just, there's a new place. So I said, well, you might as well just get these feelings out, shake them out. Shake your sillies out, shake your saddies out. We used to say that to the kids all the time. Shake out your sillies and shake off your grumpies. Oh, thank you, Dana. That's right. I'll support each other. Let's support each other. You know what I mean? This is like I said. Sometimes just gotta breathe. Hey, Grandma Six. Whew. Sometimes you just have to breathe. You have to breathe, not react. I have to breathe. I have to think it through. I have to, So like I said, so today has just been a lot of thinking. That's been since yesterday. That's why I said when I saw Terry Lynn's live last night, I was like, oh, I'm so glad she on because I was about to sit here and just think all night. And Lord knows that would have just been a catastrophe because we don't think about where we done got. We think about what messed up. We think about the hurts and the losses right now. We'll think about the L's in our pocketbooks and our accounts, and we'll think about that. I said, oh, good. So when I was on there, I got some good laughter. You laughed, and that I was like, oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. At least I'm laughing. So that's why I said when I got off, I thought, oh, I'm about to go to sleep. Then I started watching. Then I told y'all I got into some chips and guacamole. And the chips and guacamole led me to turn into HBO. You know what I mean? So that's how everything went. And I looked up, it was time to take, because already when I got off, it was 4. I think I got on, it was like 2. And it was 4, like 4:30. So I'm already like, oh, he goes out at 6. So I might as well stay up. But by the time we came in, I was just up. And I started to go live then. But even when I went to go live then, I stopped. I came and sat in this chair. And I said, what do you want to talk about? And when I tell you all, my brain was just saying, nothing. Maybe it'd be okay if we just don't say nothing today. And that's why I told you, I didn't even know until after 10 o'clock that I even had made it to 500 subscribers. I didn't even know. Because I was up and I don't know. And then when I looked and saw that, I said, wait, that's my community. That's my village. That's my kingdom. You got a place to go. You got a place to go and talk, to go and get virtual hugs and loving from people that don't have to, they choose to. You get to hear other stories and know you aren't alone. You get to hear people's triumphs of how they made it and know you will too. No. I never forget where I came from in every aspect of coming from it. So when I come from the bottom, when I've done it alone, my team, I never can forget. And I definitely want to make sure that I'm somebody that'll be there for an active shooter in Oklahoma, prayers for Oklahoma. And I'm praying for this country, man. Like, for real. This world. I've always been one of those strong believers of I definitely got to stand for my country because I feel like mine stands for everybody but us. But I understand the domino effect of the world. So I'm just hoping for something better for us all. I want to put peace in those who have no peace. I want to learn how to put peace in me. So then not only will I know, because see, what you know is you know how you feel. You know how dark it gets inside of your world. And I know that if I can find a way to bring peace and happiness and love into my life, you can too. Might not have the same reasons, but hey, when it's all beating you up, we're in the same place. So yeah, I get my community tab now, but apparently I don't get it on the same day. But y'all will know when it pop up. It'll definitely be my way in those thoughts, in those inspirational things that I think about or see that help to inspire me, and sharing other YouTubers things, not because they're so big or I'm trying, but because I believe or I got something out of it. Or I'm supporting, You know, people always think, oh, you only gonna support people when you're somebody big. You support each other because you support. If you don't know how to support from the bottom, you'll never know how to support at the top. You'll be at the top looking down, little peasants, little people. Not me. I'm one of them little people. I'm one of them so-called little people. Oh, Pat, I'm sorry to hear about that. That is so sad, man. It just doesn't stop. Isn't anybody saying, when can we do something, get something? Well, we can't change other people. It's somebody just like we see today. There's an active shooter, and we had one last week, and we had one a couple of weeks before that, and one a couple of weeks before that, because while they were sitting there, nothing in what they saw made them say no. Nothing in what they saw made them say, maybe that is too much. But I also have to know that there are some people who were planning to do some things, and they might have saw that and said, you know what, when I think about the long haul, maybe, but it's sad. It's sad. It's sad. On a hospital campus. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Sadness. Sadness. It really is. It is. Prayers up for real. Prayers up. Love, good vibes only to the people, to the families, to the friends, to the people that live in the town, the state, the city. You know what I mean? Oklahoma's been rocked before. I know that, you know what I mean? This is just becoming too much. It's becoming too much. I mean, now, even out here, we have people setting homeless people on fire. A woman found chained up in a home. It's just going down everywhere. It's not stopping. And some stuff you're not hearing about, but don't mean it's not happening. It's happening everywhere. And that's what I said, we got to, you got to have a place to be safe. We all need a safe house. Everybody need it. We do. Because we're going to look up and we're going to all be back in that house, unable to move around, on curfews, all kind of stuff going to be going on with us. And you be wishing for some normalcy. Remember when we was in the house and all you wished it was the years when you didn't get to go to funerals, when you lost people, you didn't get to go to hospitals to see people. You didn't want to go nowhere around people. You couldn't have Thanksgiving with your family. They had a limit on who you could have. But wait a minute, what if my family add up to 8 and we had the kids and now we at 12? And people came out restless. They came out restless. They came out where they've been looking and talking to a doctor through a Zoom call, where you was getting written prescriptions, but nobody was checking on you. So we looked up at the end of it. A lot of people's health was worse. A lot of people's mental worse. A lot of people's savings account depleted. A lot of people's homes gone. Jobs no more. They took down the shooter. Good. I hate that that's how he had to make his ending. But the moment he made himself the ender of other people, he took the same deep with him. That's all I can say. I don't wish death on no one, even the most evilest people. Some people just ask him, and instead of just taking themselves, they decided they take a bunch of us with them, or a couple of us with them, or one of us with them. What? We don't have that right. I am irked in life. I am angry. I'm angry with myself. I'm angry with my society. I'm angry with my government. I'm angry. And in none of it do I want to hurt the other people suffering in the world like me. And in no way do I want to tell the people who are ready to give up, go on, give up. Never. 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 That's why I said, remember I told you about that armor suit we putting on every day? I just say, I'm going to stay in this part of the uniform. I'm going to stay in this part of the uniform. Just so I know I'm covered. Just so I know I'm in soldier mode. Because I'm still fighting. But I sure can't wait to retire. Not retire or be done. And they give me a great old Purple Heart or whatever they give you that mean you did the job well done in the service. Because I feel like I've been fighting in the war since birth. I was born and my dad was lost. And he wasn't lost because he was gay. He was lost because he was lost. He was lost because he couldn't be him. And that's what I tell you. Ain't nobody else I want to be. God didn't make no accident when he made me. And he didn't accidentally get me through everything I've been through. So I'm going to continue to fight. And trust me, this is never no give up speech. This is never no, oh, I'm done. Hey, done? I've only just begun. I've only just begun. I'm 42 and it's only just beginning. That's it. Yeah, why take out innocent people? Why? Why does anybody feel they had the right to take anybody's life? No. Why? That's the question we should ask. That's like even, even when I think of the death penalty, I think it's the easy way out. I think it's the easy way. How about spending the next 70 years of your life facing what you did? How about sitting in there every day? Because I don't know. We all are human. I think sometimes we forget people are human. This here can go 24/7, 365. And honey, it don't mean it's going to go on the good. It'll remind you of you. And you know what hurt more than what people did? What you've done. What you've done to yourself. How you've let people make you lose yourself. You'll beat yourself back. Like, hey, how'd I do that? How? But it happens. It happens. Yeah, but and they playing my song now, y'all. They are jamming for me. I'm telling you, my thing I always know. Y'all know Fleetwood Mac, Landslide? Such a powerful song since I was a kid. Tina, hey sis. You cleaning up? You off work? I was gonna call you at like 4, but I said you were probably still at work. But yeah, like I said, it's hard. It's hard even when I think about my kids. I think about when I was in my 20s and didn't even know there was anything mentally going on with me. I just thought, you've seen so much, you've been through so much that it's just, that's what's got you angry. And then I would have these days of, no, you're not, Nina, you could sit there very excited because I have French fries, but they're not yours. They're my French fries. Every time I look over at him, he turns into a circle like, throw me one of them fries. These are my French fries. These are for me. But anyway, in my 20s, and I didn't know what was going on. So there would be some days, like especially, like I said, in my 20s, I had 3 of my major surgeries in my 20s. You know what I mean? So even when that went on, with my with having my surgeries in my 20s, I was thrown off. and you removing my ovaries and, my other ovary, and it's throwing off the balance of my hormones. There were moments in my 20s, I was probably a basket case. And by basket case, I mean, like, there were days I just couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't force it. I couldn't pretend like it was okay. Some days I get up. What do you need, sir? Oh, here. Just take a fry, please. Oh, he works in the kids. But there were times, like I said, in my 20s, I couldn't even get up. I couldn't. And what I'd do is I would literally, because my insomnia was bad. Like I said, from a young age, in my 20s, it was the worst. And so I could, like I said, I'd go 2-3 days sometimes without sleeping. And what I'd do is if the kids had to be up at 7 to start getting ready, what I would do was by 4 o'clock in the morning, I start prepping myself. I start trying to watch something funny. I take our dog Diamond out for a walk. Then I'd come back, and then when my kids got up, I'd just front till I dropped them off, until they went and not front. And then I'd be home crying, sad, or angry all day. And then here we go with front road again. They back. Time to front. But all it did was teach me how to push pain, somewhere. But it also taught me how to think, man, it seemed like nobody cared. But how did they know? How did they know? You see, I'm sitting here openly saying this to y'all. You didn't, because people already had a judgment. Oh, girl, you had them kids young. You ain't going to be able to do it. You ain't ready to be a mother's more than just pushing them out. Y'all just lay down everything you can hear. So, it is. And so there were moments where I was completely detached. I remember going to my kid's school one day, and this teacher asking me about having a husband. Oh, and your husband? And I said, oh, I'm not married. She said, oh. So, now my last name is Robinson. So your kids have 2 different last names. Like, you just want to be in my business. I said, that's because my youngest 2 have 1 father, and my oldest has 1. But I said, Well, I know with single parents, it's this, but it was all bad stuff. And it just got to a point where now I want to come in and cuss this woman out every day because she had an opinion of me and I had just made one of her. And so it got to a point where my mom would say, well, then I'll pick the kids up. Because it would mess with me. I didn't even know I had anxiety, but I would just think I'd get anxious if it was anything involving coming in the building because somebody had decided who I was. They knew. I remember one day this lady told me, oh, you 22 and you got 3 kids and you never been married? Oh, yeah. Y'all young people think y'all could just do it on your own. I remember thinking like, hey, sorry. Unless you just got to a place where you're like, hey, I want a kid and I don't care if I have it alone. Most people ain't saying that. Most people might actually think that who they're having a kid with or who they're laying down and willing to have unprotected sex with actually might be there. You think? You think maybe. So you think all these kids who grew up without a father was trying to do that again? No, Booney, it don't go like that. Hey, dude. I mean, it's just like people are always throwing their little, this is what I think. Oh, if you do this, if you do that, if you do this, if you're gay, you're going to... What the... People always got something to say. Always. Always. Then I was tomboy, so oh, you must be a lesbian. Nope. No, I'm not. Got nothing against them, but I'm not. But because you decided I am. Okay. I'm tomboyish because the one thing that's definitely always turning his back on me back in the day was girls. For no reason. Just, it could be a chick I'm a friend. Like, I have a couple of girlfriends that I've been friends with almost 30 years. They're my family. They my family. But I've had friends before that, oh, I want to be cool with my guy. And I've been thinking, why do I need to know your guy? Then we get cool with your guy. Now they got a problem. They swear your guy wants you, they guy wants you, or you want them. And I don't want them. And I wouldn't even want a man that would call himself flirting with me and he mess with my friend. Come on now. But it was always that. You're like, dang, I'm so tired of chicks. Or you had those friends who, as soon as they get a boyfriend, They gone. They never answer the phone. They never got no time. When you just wanted them to come over and talk to them, here they come with him. And you say, dang, I guess we just never hang out no more. I don't want to take all your time from him, but dang, can anybody else have some time? Then you have some friends who leave because you got somebody. Then they liked it better when y'all was both single trying to figure it out. So yeah, I had lots of fellow friends. They were my buddies. They weren't my lovers. They weren't my no, they was my buddies. They was my buddies. I ain't making my buddies my, you know what I mean? Shoot, because like I told y'all, when I'm done with something, I don't want to see it. I want to hang out with y'all. I want to kick it out. That's why I don't mess with nobody in my job. Because just my luck, I'm be over you, and now I got to come to work every day. And now here I go. I was fronting with the kids just to make them think I was happy before they left for school. Now I'm fronting at work just to make you think I'm not even thinking about you because I'm not. But this is it's too much. I ain't got time for all this front. I ain't never been a frugazi, so I hate having to be fake. I hate having faking my feelings. That's what I tell people. I never, when somebody tell you, oh, you made me feel like this. I hate when people say, I wasn't doing it. I didn't say you were. I'm telling you how I felt. I don't negate people's feelings. Because I got tired of people negating mine. Telling me and it was okay when it wasn't. There's nothing worse you can do to somebody telling you a problem. You always gonna be like, okay. If I was you, I wouldn't even stress about it. Baby, if it was that easy, I wouldn't even be telling you about the problem because I wouldn't have stressed about it, wouldn't have thought about it. You know what people are always doing. Always. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So like I said. Your dog is wide. Oh yeah. My dog is standing here begging for my French fries. Like, I can't with him. I can't. I mean, he is sitting here in full. I mean, every time I look at him, here you go. He about to start turning in circles, y'all. He's spinning in circles. Why is he spinning in circles for my fries? Why is he putting on a circus show for my food? But when he eat, he gonna stand over the bowl and finish it before I can go beg for something. That's what I should do. Just sit and drool next to his bowl. I bet you he'll take his whole face and slide that bowl halfway across the room. But yet, he said, hold on, she keep looking away, so I'm going to lay down next to her. And I'm going to put my head close to her foot, so if she move, I know. I can't. I know with these dogs. Even when I think about getting a puppy, I think about that potty training again, house breaking them again. I think about that whining when you leave because now they get so attached that they like, you going out the door? You walking to the garbage can? You be like, I'll be right back. I promise you I'm going nowhere. But I swear, yeah. Marion, I swear. I love him, but he is so full of it. Like, I never seen somebody so full of it. I mean, sitting right. He's like, I'm gonna be real close. And every time I look down and get ready to jump up, like she gonna give me one. She know them fries for me. And y'all, I did get a couple of extra fries for him. I did. These are mine. The ones on the plate, these are mine. That's what I'm telling y'all. See, he heard me in the beginning when I was telling Susan. He said, hey, did she just tell Susan she don't really feel hungry? I do. I'm always hungry. This dog here, I tell you. I tell you. He is something else. Doom, when you was talking about putting that peanut butter on the roof of your dog's mouth, it made me think about how, when there's a little peanut butter left in the container, like the edges, I give it to Nino, and you see he'll put his paw in it, take his paw, be licking it. But you always know when he got that clunk of peanut butter because you look at him, and for 5 minutes he's like, he's like, wait, can't break this up. This is not. It's still in my mouth. I still taste it. He's just still sitting there, and I'm just like, that's. But he loves peanut butter. He does. He does. Right. Say it first sibling. Oh, that sounds like 2 more jobs. Do I miss my Cleo? She's with my twin because that's really originally her dog. I housed her for 8 years, so we split custody is what I called it. And so I do miss having all the dogs. I miss Nino having friends. I miss them having each other. I miss Cleo being like mama dog and licking everybody every morning. I miss Diamond like crazy. See, but when we talk about things that you are suppressing, so you don't really deal with them. I can't talk about it too much without it hurting my feelings, so I don't. I have a limit on how far I want to speak on them because I'm really not really ready to completely deal with that yet. I'm not. And I really believe when I get into my my place is when it's gonna really hit me. She's gone. Of course, I know she gone. She ain't here. She ain't in the room. She better not be. Because this is not Pet Cemetery. But I miss them. So they are great love. Like I said, I learned unconditional love through these fur babies. I learned. Oh, look, now he mad. Look, he just went to go lay down. I said, now he mad. He stood back up. He said, wait a minute, I ain't that mad. Henny. Sheesh, my coaster. That dog. Well, he said, wait a minute, you thought that one gonna sit them 2? Gonna get me out of here? Oh, you get another one? Oh, a Saint Bernard. You like big dogs like me. Now, at one point, I had 4 dogs, and it was Cleo, Diamond, Nino, and Bailey. Now, Bailey was a dog that I had got from somebody because they were getting ready to get rid of their dog, get rid of Bailey because they couldn't keep him in their crib, and I felt bad for him. So when I heard the story, I took Bailey. But when I got her, I'm like, okay, she's used to being alone, but she got along with the dogs. The dogs didn't have a problem. We didn't have Nino at that time, but the dogs got along with her. And but I would take her during the day over to my friend's house and have her keep them because we had a daycare in the house. And so at that time we just had Diamond and Cleo, and it was easy to keep them upstairs in the house. And the daycare was on the first floor and in the basement. So it was easy to keep them up there, and they're fine. You know what I mean? You just take them out, put them in the yard, you know what I mean? Then bring them right back in. They'll go right back upstairs. Now, Bailey was different because she's yappy. She's like, oh my God, what are all these people? Who are these kids? What are they doing? What's going on? She was a Yorkie. She just was, oh my goodness. She was just going and going. And so I would take her over to my friend's house, and her kids fell in love. They feel so in love with her. And I know the love a dog brings. I know it. And every time they fell short, I never looked at it as short. I just always tell them, well, bring it over here till you get it together. So they still have Bailey. And they took her back in the end of 2021. But from 2016 to 2021, I housed her for 2.5 years of that when you added it up in time. But honey, I was like, oh no, I want to do these little dogs. When I think people worry about Nino gonna bite them, when I think of a dog that actually would bite at people's ankles and stuff, it would be Bailey. It was a little dog. I'm like, people so scared of big dogs. I'm scared of little dogs. Because they know they'll come get you. They ain't playing. And here they come. Here they come. All right, hanging on to my pants. What's going on? What's going on? I love St. Bernards. I love dogs. Oh, you have a Willow too, Vixie? Hey, Vixie. Oh, yes. People, he's not mean. They're so nice. They're so... No, not all of them. Now, them little bitty ones, like my daughter got a little bitty dog. You know what I mean? And she named him after Kobe Bryant. She got him like 2 weeks after Kobe passed. And she named him after Kobe. And I swear, he's just the cutest little thing ever. He is the cutest little thing ever. He's such false advertisement. He is such false advertisement. But he's so little. And she was like, he always want to go play with big dogs. Keep him away from those big dogs. Abel what? Because he's little. He's tiny. He's a tiny little thing. Oh yeah, and then Chihuahuas. Ooh-wee. Ooh, I don't even know what my daughter's dog is. He look kind of like a little oatmeal, but he's little. He's tiny. My daughter paid like $900 for that. When I said, but you know what? She was waving on. I said, you know what? I'm not here to say nothing. You know, Diamond was a rescue. Nino comes from family. Nino comes from family. He is family. You know, Nino was born on the day my nephew passed years later, and it was my nephew's father whose dogs had Nino. And when they were born on that day, he called me up and he told me, I know you got to have one. And I did. And so at first I said, I'm going to take one of the girls off you because I have 2 girl dogs. And something happened. Oh, his wife had already promised, because he had sold 2 of them. And then his wife promised the other girl to somebody else. And so he said, but wait, we got this boy one. Because, the boys go fast. So all the blue nose, they gone. But we got this one when he black and he got a little white spot on him. And I said, all right, I'll take him. He said, want me to send a picture? I said, nah. And when Nino turned 7 weeks, he drove Nino from Minnesota to my house. And I knew from the moment I seen him, I knew from the moment I heard he was born that this dog was going to be a part of my life. So he holds an emotional place with me. He holds a space, My nephew didn't live long. He didn't live a month. And so for years later, his dad to have these dogs on that day, it meant something to me. Whether it meant nothing to nobody. So I always tell people, there's an emotional tie I have with him that's different, But I also wanted to make sure when I brought him home that Diamond and Cleo were still young enough to play with him, to love on him. And I'd be a liar to tell y'all Diamond didn't get jealous, because she's like, wait a minute, first you brought in Cleo. Then, brought that skank Bailey up in here. And now here come this little Nino. Here come Nino. Named after Nino Brown. But we call him Nino Black. Because he be all black. But he mean a lot to me. Shih Tzu. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I know. I lost Diamond in January on the 2nd of January. And it was like she went from just an older dog and being Diamond, just being a normal self, spoiled to death. It's like she went from that to, Diamond literally got sick the last week before she passed. And at first it didn't even seem sick. It seemed like maybe she had ate something and it wasn't right, but then it wasn't that. It was just she was old and she was hitting the end. Yeah, it's that training. Oh. And when Nino first came and we had to potty train him and house break him and everything, I had forgot because it had been years. And let me tell y'all something about Diamond. Let me tell y'all something about Diamond. I would love to tell y'all Nino is housebroken. If you leave up out of here for 12 hours, I'm not saying to do that, but if you left for 12 hours, when you hit that door, Nino's going to hit it, grab my leash, let's go. He is broken. He is housebroken. He wasn't beat into it. He was trained into it. He actually got it off of Skippy peanut butter balls. Every time he went and used it, give me those socks. He'd love to grab somebody's socks. Yeah, it was Skippy peanut butter balls. That's what I trained him with. And that's why he has such a love of peanut butter too. And so that's what I did. I gave it to him. If it wasn't a Skippy, just peanut butter ball, it was one with the little pretzels in it, but it was usually the Skippy peanut butter ball. And it would just be one. You go to the bathroom, as soon as he pee, I come running over and give him a Skippy peanut butter ball. I tell you, this dog would go outside and just go, hey, you see this? Do you see me? Do you see what I'm doing? And then when he would have an accident, you know what he'd get? Yelled at. And to this day, you yell at Nino, here come a baby. Okay, guys, hold on. Let me switch over to my phone. I think he's letting me know he needs to go to. We just came in before I. Okay, Pop Pop. Hold on, y'all. Say, wait a minute. Is that music gonna play? Hold on. That's me coming in to me. Now let's get this other me out. Hey me. Hey me. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure it's just me. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. There we go. Okay, I'm getting my stuff together, Papa Pig. Oh. So yeah, since I have to take y'all outside with me to take Nino out, but before I even go out the door, I have to take a look. I promise y'all, that's probably between this hotel that I'm in and the one next door. There are about 20 huge dogs. Let's go. And all of them like to prove to the other one that I'm tougher in the barking game. But of course, you know, Nino's the only one, of course, always, that comes outside in a muzzle. But that's how I protect him too. But I tell people, if your dog come running up, because some people love to leave their dogs loose. If your dog runs up and starts attacking, I'm pulling this muzzle off his mouth because I'm gonna let him do what he do to protect him. Because I can't fight a dog. I'm not fighting a dog, please. I'm not fighting no dog. Hold on, where's my outside bag for you? Hold on, guys. I try to leave a bag tied up to his oh, where is my bag at? I try to leave a bag tied to his leash so that no matter what, I always have a bag on me. Hold on. Nina, please let me check the hallway first. By hallway, I mean outside. But because it's a balcony stop, sometimes people are just standing outside your room. Not your room, but their room. Then he's going bananas. Wait. Let me check. All right, the ghost display. Let me get my doggy. You know, I gotta make sure he's straight, y'all. I got to. Y'all hear me now, don't you? I hope y'all hear me. Now he getting excited. Hold on. I don't want to be careless with him, but I also don't want to end up like, y'all, let me get up off this line. Is he acting a fool? Nah, he acting a fool. Something going on though. Oh man. Hold on 1 second. I was about to say, I just walked out with no key to this room. I got it. Hold on, I'm gonna turn this thing off in case I bump into somebody take it downstairs. No, thank you, sir. I don't like to be yanked. Thank you. I know you're excited. And I know you want to get to the grass and go use the bathroom, but you have to wait because we're walking. I'm not running. Look, I'm not running. Shut it up, Baba. No, thank you, sir. No, thank you. Hold on a second. So somebody is messing with him. People hear me. It's cool to play with the dog until he run up. He just overprotective. I swear, that's it. He is overprotective. He said, "Wait, what's going on?" He said, "How dare you talk to her?" Because you see his tail isn't angry. He well, girl, I keep him in the mud. I keep him with me. Say, let them have it. They know they can feel it. He said, Ruby, thank you. Here's my baby. You too. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I keep them in my pocket. Oh, you got the real. Okay. Okay, thank you. Nino. He said, I know all of. He said, wait a minute, hold on, here goes somebody else for me to bark at too. Let me double bark. Thank you. That's what he is. This is my muscle. Hello. Sorry guys, I was sitting here talking to one of my neighbors. Oh, talking about Nino. You know, he get all the conversation started. No, no, no. Nene, where are we going? Come on, in the grass. But yeah, dog, she was talking about me. And then telling me that she got the poop bags. If I need any. I was like, oh, I got some. She's like, girl, I got some more. And she sounded like me. She said, I do anything for the animals and the kids. That sound like me. Those are my two heartstrings right there. The kids can get the clothes off my back. And the animal, I won't, I care about them too. Oh, you work 7:30 to 5? Okay. That's a long day though too. That's a full day. But yeah, y'all, like I said, and see, I'm so glad I turned that off because, like I tell you, somebody will walk right up on you, got a whole camera on, start talking. Then they say, people, wait, you recording? Don't record me. I don't want to be on the record. So, nope. Mm-mm. Anytime I think people about to walk out or could be walking past or talking about something, oh no, I'm definitely turning the camera on. Because another thing is, once again, when you use earpieces and stuff, people don't know you're on the phone. So they walk up and hold a full conversation with you. Girl, and then I tell you, girl, and Blue, you like, I'm on the He's like, oh. And then keep talking. Oh, let me finish what I was saying then. Please give me that much. But even like when Nino's anxious, there's so much going on, people outside, dogs everywhere. Then he literally takes forever to use the bathroom. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, these dogs, and they know. And that's what she was saying. She said, girl, that dog, he protects you so good that if he get mad, you just let him go and let him eat whoever it is. Girl, I'm gonna get him a steak. I said, oh, you're a mistake. He always winning over somebody hard. Stop yourself, sir. Stop yourself. Use the bathroom. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Me. This isn't the walk. This is our go outside time. He just went for a walk before I went live. So now he was doing this. So I'm like, oh, he has to go to the bathroom. And now he's trying to pull me into the towards of our walk. And I'm like, wait, no. That's our night walk. It's walk. It's walk. Use the bathroom. Walk. Use the bathroom. It goes in that order. Last walk. Then your last trip to the bathroom before I go to sleep. In that order. Oh yeah, and you know what? Animals are so smart. They know when people are sick. They can feel it. They gonna I have a friend and my friend has cancer. And I actually that's the friend I was telling you all was staying in his car. And look, he's just about to take a dump. This car pulled up. He gotta stop to look at them. He got to stop. He got to see what they're parking booking. But uh, when he came, well, first of all, Nino knows him and loves him to death. But when Nino first got, he was like, wait, who's that? And then he started talking to him. I tell people, let him hear your voice. He knows your voice too. He knows he's gonna know your smell. But before he can, so he doesn't have to come up to you so aggressive. Let him hear your voice. And so he was being all good with him. As soon as my buddy sat down, Nino became like his protector. He stayed around him. He just, I mean, he housed him. Like, and I said, because he knows. Yep. Yeah, they know. They know. They like, wait, something ain't going right with somebody I love, and I can feel it. And that's the love of an animal, a dog. Those are one of their traits. All of them, even them little bitties we was talking about. That's one of their traits. Man, it gets me every time. They pay way more attention than we do. Oh, her good citizenship certificate. Oh, oh. Well, the thing is, Nee, you're not going to the bathroom, but these people aren't worried about you. Let's use the bathroom. That's what you came out for. Don't worry about the cars. They're gonna drive by. It's called a road. It's a street. It's a street. It's a main street, but it's a street, Bubba. He said, how dare all these cars drive by? How dare them? Woo. Bubba, just go on and use it. I mean, he literally was just about to use it. That car pulled up. He done changed his mind already. Look, every time he stopped, he just got to see somebody. He's so nosy, y'all. I kid you not, so nosy. He's so nosy. Go on, you got it. Go ahead. You got it, Bubba. Bubba, cars gonna keep pulling in and out. Thank you. Go on, take care of your business and let everybody mind theirs. Okay? They not coming to poop. You are. Uh-oh, look. The police been sitting in that driveway. This car just flew by. They said, action. Action, we got us one. We done got it. I said, well, he flew out of there quick. I said, oh, he following that car. Yeah, that's it. I'm like, oh, you know what? I know what area he takes his poop. Because dogs, they going to keep that same spot. Even if you take them on walks, they peeing in the same spots. They pooping in the same spots. So that's why I said, let me come this way because I know where he poops at over here. And let me bring him over here to poop. And then I swear, yeah, every time he get ready to poop, here comes somebody walking down the street. I ain't never seen so much traffic in a place where there's nothing. I never seen so much traffic in a place that it's nothing. No, thank you, sir. Anyway, and you're using the bathroom, not watching people walking mind their business. Come on, nosy, y'all. Look. He done turned around. He got to see what this man doing. He can't stop, y'all. He can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. He said, wait a minute, I'm gonna watch you walk all the way to your room. Well, if you don't use the bathroom. That's why I liked in my old hotel. They had a dog park in the back, so it just made it easier. The only thing that was an inconvenience with that dog park was that so many people just open the door and let their dog out and come out there, and I'm like, oh, I can't stand loose dogs when there's all strange dogs. Every dog is not great with all the other dogs. Okay, if this is your spot, then go. I'm not trying to stop you. Then this morning when we came out the first time, everybody mama was out with that early morning dog thing. So it was like dogs everywhere. It was like a dog party. Like the book, The Dog Party, Dr. Seuss. Yeah, it was a big dog party. Big dogs, black dogs, white dogs, little dogs, dogs in cars. It was just, I was like, wait, all these dogs are out this morning. Did we all wake up and say, let's come out here? They do. Dogs sense illness. They sense fear. They sense evil. They got good sensors on them. They got good sensors on them. So yeah, like I said, I just want him to use the bathroom. Go ahead, take him in. Our next trip out is walking time. And then our last trip out is just like this. It's a trip to the bathroom. But yeah, like I said, it's nice out here. So everybody walking back and forth, sitting in their cars, standing at the balcony. But Nino knows one of my rules. I cannot be yanked. So when we get yanked, we get on a short leash. And then we just walk side by side because I cannot be pulled. Because like I tell him, that's how people dislocate their whole shoulder. You have some big, muscular, strong dog yanking and tanking you down the street. And then the hotel, the company, and next to me, they take pets too. So this big suit of grass I mean out here, it goes all the way to the back of the building. And then it's more like on the side, closer to the forest. But I know it's a lot of people from the other hotel. They take their dogs back there. Because at first I was like, I'll just walk Nino back there when we're using outside. But I'm like, nope. We'll stay closest to our stairs, closest to our way up. But like I said, so all these people, it just got him nosy. It just got him nosy. Look, he's walking backwards, y'all. He's walking backwards. Look, 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 look. He's being pulled backwards. Let's go. Because he's busy trying to see if that man going in that room. He say, did you pay for that hotel? I need to know. My name is Nino, and I'm very nosy. Look, somebody just rolled by real close on a motorcycle. He said, what are you doing? He's not thinking about you. He's not thinking about you. So, yeah, so like I said, this messes with his anxiety. He's definitely anxious. Oh, yeah, Susan is a sweet spirit, a great energy. He said, hold on, he just want to stare for a minute, John. He not on really nothing, but he just want to stare. Here, how about we walk over here? How about that? How about that? Why don't we walk right here? People are driving. Let them drive. Let them drive, okay? Let them drive. They're not thinking about me now. That I can promise you. There we go. Good. Now he can stand. He is the, I promise you, the baby bladder. He always got to pee. He said, hold on, let me pee 15 times. I do what I can to do when I feel like it. Look, when I feel like it. He said, hold on, them cars still driving. These cars still driving. How dare them? How dare them hit the main streets? I just want him to be like, okay, look, nothing is coming, nothing is messing with you. Go to the bathroom. He always want to go do something and have me get stuck. Let's go. Let's go. And like I said, I just so feel like I wish this lady hurry up too, because when we go in, she's standing directly at the top of the stairs, just talking on the phone. So the good thing is, since he's still using it, and she obviously got a lot going on because she pacing. Oh God! And see, her anxiety is gonna definitely do his. 'Cause I mean, she is pacing fast, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and that is going to work him up. So I'm like, oh, let me let her pace herself on into the crib. Stupid. Nee, just use the bathroom. hmm So now I gotta keep an eye on her. Look, now I gotta keep my eye on her, see when she go in, so that when we come up the stairs, she don't come pace back and forth and he losing it. And like he want a human dinner, and he don't, and, he don't even eat human. He don't. So yeah, guys, whew, I tell you. And the thing is, outside it's so like the sun is not bright, but whenever it's getting close to the sun setting time. Ooh, to me, the sun seems stronger than it's been all day. And when the sun is at its peak of coming up, oh, it's so strong. It is so strong. Nick, calm down. Oh, no wonder. This man riding his bike. How dare this man ride his bike down the street? I mean, he does look like he riding right into us. And sometimes people make my anxiety go up. They make my anxiety go up because I just think to myself, no, thank you, sir. No, thank you. If I saw somebody and a dog that looked like don't come close, there's no freaking way I'd ride my bike up on them. I'd run up on them. It's like some of the shit people do. I'd be like, it's like you want to see him be nasty, or you want him to look like he's so aggressive he can't be controlled, and then that messes with my anxiety. Now we all out here anxious. Please go to the bathroom. We did not see, but he's been on turn up mode because they came and did the windows today at the hotel. So for about 2 hours, they were washing all the windows. So they did that, and then they ran the hose up and down the balcony, cleaning. So they were out there, wow. And before they even came, you all were on with me while housekeeping was running through. So he's already anxious. He's just been waiting to come outside and bark at some people. So now he's just looking for somebody to bark. He said, hold on, wait, you coming? You coming this way? Let me bark. Hold on, you coming this way? Let me bark. You about to come this way? Let me bark. That's literally what he's saying. Okay, now this lady went from Pace, and where the hell did she go? Where did she pace to? Oh my God, did he really just go to sit on the bottom of the stairs? Y'all, this the shit I'm telling y'all. This the stuff make me anxious. This the stuff make me anxious. You gonna have to come up off the stairs. Because he is never gonna let you walk past you. Never. We don't know you. He's never gonna let you. Hold on, y'all. Can I get past you real quick? Excuse me. Can I come past you real quick? Sir? Well, I'm gonna go around. I just don't have time, y'all. I'm not gonna argue with people. This is the shit I'm talking about. Once again, who the fuck stops? Sorry, y'all, because this is the part to me that'll be like, where do they do that at? Where do we stop in an open place for everybody and own it? But like I said, this is just a test to bring out the old me. It's a test for me to be standing here cussing this man out. No, I'm not. I'm gonna be polite. I'm gonna ask you. You're gonna sit there and act like you so deep in this conversation about nothing because you want me to argue with you. So I'm gonna keep it moving because I promise you, if I start arguing with you, I am gonna take this muzzle off and we'll just be in whatever we in. He literally just sat in the middle of the fucking stairs. Oh my God, that's what they, people. Let me walk it off. Walk it off. Walk it off. So I left him sitting on them stairs, y'all. I had to walk it off. I had to walk it off. So y'all have to excuse me because now I have to walk through the middle of the building because mofos own everything. No! I'm in there. Who knows what they in the laundry room doing? I don't know. But Nino didn't like it one bit. Nino didn't like it one bit. So, like I said, instead of cussing that man out, I said, you know what? It's another way up the stairs. I'll just take it. Yeah, so like I said, he's been anxious all day. And now I'm probably going to have to wait because ugh, I know one thing. When we go on a walk today, we're just gonna take a super duper long walk. Don't you think it's so good and innocent? Mm-hmm. Fake. Fruitcake. Get over here. Sit. Okay. He said, well, I just went out the door and peed 4 times. But that's it, because I was too busy being busy. But that man literally just sat there and stared at us. As soon as we went to walk, as soon as we started to walk out the grass, he came and sat on the stairs. He was hanging over the balcony. Then when I was like, hey, excuse me, can we get past you? Can we get past you? He kept talking on the phone. I said, you know what? Done. Done. Because I'm going to start calling you all out your name. I'm going to start calling you all out your name. See, I can tell you, the tests are everywhere. Everywhere. And I give everybody the same energy. If I'm talking to you and you blatantly ignoring me, I get ready to text you like, hey, did you think I just had enough drool in my mouth or saliva in my mouth to just sit and talk to you about nothing? And I'm sorry, I thought this was the Red Roof Inn. I didn't know you owned it. And two, them be the same people you walk past your dog jump at them, and they'll be saying, oh my God, you had this hostile dog. No, I had a dog who watched you just sit there in the middle of the thing. He had no idea what you were going to do. Yeah. But that's people for you. That is people for you. That's why I said you got to learn how to pass the test. It's hard being inside a lot. It is. And what's even harder is Nino will be 6 years old this year. And he's never had to live where he couldn't just go outside when he wanted. And so that's hard too. Because sometimes he doesn't want to go outside to use the bathroom. Sometimes he just wants to go outside. He just wants to be outside. He wants to lay around outside. He wants to hang around outside. So that's hard. And sometimes you feel like, man, he went from being able to just be outside for hours to now it seems like everything. And now it just seems like you're not getting a French fry. You didn't do anything French fry worthy out there, sir. You went to the bathroom. Thank you. I love you though. I love you though. But yeah, like I said, yeah, so it's hard. It's difficult. So many different factors. I was like, breathe, walk it off, talk shit about it, and walk it off, and then be over it. Because I'm upstairs now, so I'm over it. Now, before I would have sat and argued and cussed this man out, then we just would have been sitting outside arguing. Because I would have thought, why am I begging you to walk past you? You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I begging you? I'm not begging you for shit. But I said, you know what? People like him are looking. And see, it's things like that that worry me about my son being here. Because that's the kind of stuff that I have my son feeling, oh man, wait, my mama tried to say something to you. I don't want any of this. No, that's what's it on. Let me be cool myself. Be cool myself. I'm going to walk it out. And he could sit and hang out on them stairs all night. He could sit and hang out on them stairs until his booty fall off. I don't really care. That's being between him and them stairs. That is not between me. And it has nothing to do with me. Hey, Heidi. This is the 4th season? Mushka. I really got to catch up on all the rest because this show is great. This show is great. I love it. I'm like, why have they kept the show hidden from me? Oh, you watch it too? Susan, I kid you not. If it wasn't for sitting in here and just saying like stopping at TLC or stopping at one of those channels, Would have never just leaving it on all day. That's how I caught back up on Big People Little World. I started watching that shoot when, oh my goodness, their youngest was probably, it was in the first. I probably started watching that the second season and went back to the first season. I watched it for a few years, and around the time when the oldest brother started dating his wife or something, that's about when I stopped watching it. And I didn't stop watching it because I had no problem with the show. I just kind of stopped watching it. And but yeah, but being back in here, I done got myself caught back up, honey. I done got myself caught back up. And I was asking myself, like, how did you go missing on this show? Yeah, this season is, I don't know what the other ones were, but I'm like, if this is what led us to this season, I must see all the rest. But yeah, this is a good season, definitely. Definitely a good season. Yes. Let me bring my myself back up here again so I can come back. Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold on. All right. Boy, this back and forth. I tell you, if it ain't one thing, hold on. Because now I'm like completely hearing. Somehow I was muted sitting here talking. Okay. I was saying, did you I can't get the second me off, and I'm tired of hearing the echo of it in my ears. But no, I was saying, Heidi, is that today or tomorrow? I know the show came on yesterday. What day is that review? Yeah, like I said, I've been just getting back into some shows, because like when the pandemic came, I watched every show, every single show that I watched a review on. I definitely watched it. I was watching it before I started watching the reviews, and then when the pandemic happened, and I was watching the shows more, sometimes I found myself enjoying like the chats and the review of the show so much that I would actually watch the review first and then go back and watch the show so that I could be sitting laughing, watching the show, thinking about what we talked about in the review. You know what I mean? And sometimes I would do that. And then it just got to a point with the pandemic where it was almost like I just turned the TV off. Like I didn't want to see the news. I didn't want to. I didn't want anything. And sometimes you'd be watching your show and something will come news to take over the show and it's interrupting. It's in this It's breaking news. It's more numbers everywhere you went. It's strolling down the screen. It's doing so. I said, "Oh no, you know what? I'm gonna have to take a real breather from television." And that's how I just really started truly. Then I started finding more things on YouTube. So sometimes I would, even if I want to watch the shows, I just watched them on YouTube. That's it. That was it. Had cable, had a way to watch. I still did. Now there was a point when I was like, I'm not paying this cable bill no more, and I would watch my shows on YouTube. I didn't know if the Wi-Fi was getting ready to cut out, go out. Tell me, little girl, I gave you a little time and now I'm out. I didn't know what it was about to do. Because when I just came back in, it wouldn't let me come back on my iPhone because I was on my iPhone. And so it let me, for some odd reason. Now, remember, y'all, I've been trying to get on their Wi-Fi all day. It let me in. I guess it was jealous. It said, wait a minute. So you're going to try to use another Wi-Fi while we over here? Let me work right now. Whatever. Go figure. Go figure. No, it was me. It was me. Like I said, I saw it freeze. First, I saw me freeze, and the screen went black, and then it came back. Y'all just don't know. I really think about moments when everything in me wanted to go curse that man out. And really, I know it's just that I'm just frustrated. And like I said, the old me wouldn't have hesitated. Right here with y'all on the live, I'd have checked him with the camera on. Like that would have been one of the cameras you don't get off. I want you to see who I'm checking and why I'm checking and why he is sprawled out with his arms on the doggone stairs. You are covering the stairs. But you want me to bring this dog through you and let him understand that you just gonna make us climb over you? Oh no. Oh no. And so while I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking, you're really mad because it really irks me that people act like that. But yeah, but then I'd have been the angry black woman with the angry black dog. And that would have been he black because of his color, not even his race. You know. But it's like, nope, I've grown a lot. Because the old me would have brought Nino upstairs and still went back down there and checked him. And dared him to act like he wanted to check me back. I promise you that. The old me would have sat there and watched to see what room he walked in and walked past it daily. Daily. Hoping he come out so I get on his nerves. But what energy is that going to give me? Like, me finding all this time to get into it with this stranger? I'm going to pass. Because obviously he's looking for a problem. He looking to see if H plus, you know what I mean? H plus M equals C. He trying to see. Nino. No. Thank you, sir. You know what? Matter of fact, here, so you can start thinking my stuff is yours. Because he wasn't going to stop, y'all. He said, wait a minute. You sitting here running your mouth and your food is just sitting there staring at me. Now it's up. Don't worry, it's up, Monique. So it can stop torturing you. Now go have you some fun. Go and find you some business. I know it's weird, but sometimes I turn the TV on, like it's Nickelodeon here in Disney. And sometimes, like if it's movies that I watch all the time, if they on TV, I put them on because he'll be like, oh, that's something she watched. I've heard that before. But otherwise, I put on cartoons or something. Something to keep him a little company. Nick, you can wait. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, I know why you're doing it. Okay, you have to wait. You have to wait. You just finished it. I mean, when we came in, he just slurped down the rest of that water. Now he just walked over and gonna push the water bowl. And I'm like, oh, you know what that means? If he pushes the water bowl, that means I gotta go back downstairs to the front and go fill up this ice bucket because he's gonna want ice water. He is definitely gonna want ice water. But yeah. That's you in the mirror. Has anyone else ever had to tell their dog that? Like, that's you in the mirror. Because no other dog will just let you bark like that, and they didn't do nothing but sit in there and bark with you. But he sometimes will just catch a glimpse of himself. Sometimes he'll sit there and don't care. He notices him. But there's some times where you're like, Nee, that's you. You just walked past you. And so I go stand next to him in the mirror, and I'll always say, Nee, don't you see it's me and you? And I touch him. He looking in the mirror like, wait, she touching that other dog? It's like, no, I'm touching you. I am touching you. But yeah, y'all. Today is a day. Today is a day. Always when I wrap that leash around my arm like that, I always get that mark on my arm. So even in a short period of time. But when we go on a walk, when I come back, it's all the way wrapped around my arm. But I'm always, like I said, you're always going to be on a short leash if anything. If anything, you right in my control. Because he's always going to, because he's had such a leash and he's in a harness, he's going to come up off his front two legs. So it's like, nope, I got you. I'm not going to let you. I'm not going to let you go. They are. Very dramatic, too. I mean, fantastic and dramatic at the same time. So now he's just gonna stare at the wall. But he's spoiled. So it's like move exact. But see, lots of his stuff is repetition. So the thing is that even though he can't tell time, he can tell that it's that time. So he always knows, like, oh, we just came back in. I just finished that water. You should be going to give me some ice. Go get some water. Then when you come back, you're going to feed me. Then we're going to do this. He knows everything. It's treat time. It's this time. And you're thinking, wait a minute. Sometimes I got to look at the clock. Say, wait a minute. He rushing me. Oh, shoot, I'm late. Shoot, I'm late. He remembered. But then that keep you on your toes, too. You know what I mean? He keeps me on my toes. I promise you that. It's so funny. My computer been plugged in for 3 days. I unplug it earlier, and now suddenly it's like battery saver on, low battery. Low battery? I ain't did nothing. I ain't did nothing on here. Why is it a low battery? And kids, y'all not. Oh my goodness. I never get it. I'm so glad I did come in here though and talk with you all. I really am. I am glad that. Oh, you know what? Hold on 1 second. It's 7:43, right? Let me check and see to make sure. Because you know your kids, they'll call you, tell you how nothing came on time, right? You know, they call you, tell you that. They'll call and tell you in a heartbeat. Oh, by the way, so you know, in case you didn't know, the airplane is is delayed. And you'll think they'll give you a call to tell you that they got on. But then you'll call and get no answer, and then they'll call, I'm here. Remember I told you I'll be here by 10:50. How I didn't know it was another delay. So I'd be like, kids. Can't live with them, can't live without them. Oh, good. No, he's on the plane. It's going straight to voicemail. I mean, it's in airplane mode. Thank you, Lord. Safe travel, son. So yeah, he didn't call me to tell me they finally booked his flight. They not booked it. They finally took off. Kids. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you. Like I said, I need them. Virtual hugs received. Embraced, enjoyed. Thank you. But yeah, so no, he didn't call to say I'm on the plane. So that's good. But somehow with these delays, so now he was supposed to fly to Dallas. I'm like, what is that, a 5-second flight? So, and then that made it even worse on his anxiety because he's like, now I'm flying into Dallas and I'm not even going to see my son because I'm leaving. And I'm thinking, well, what else are we to do right now? What else are we to do? I mean, the only other thing we can do is I can bring you out here. I can go on and find me a place. When I do, I can go out to Dallas and we can go find you a place. That's the only other thing I can do. But I can't leave right now. Oh, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be paying on a hotel I'm not in. Oh no, sorry, Bobby, I won't. Where do our house need? Are we gonna find it overnight? No, I gotta get into, you know what I mean? Then I can and then I can go on and we can go get you an apartment. And if Dallas is where it's to be, that's where it'll be. And that's it. That's it. But what I'm gonna do is get you about to Houston. That I'm gonna do. It's a 30-minute flight. That's why I didn't get it. I'm like, why are they stopping in Dallas? People actually fly from Houston to Dallas. Well, I was gonna do it. I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna fly from Dallas to Houston, but I said, you know what? I'll be good. I'll just get on this Greyhound. And then I regretted every moment of that 6-hour ride. It was like 5.5. I'm like, why is it taking us this long to get from Dallas to Houston? I got family members that go from Dallas to Houston daily. Hugs received, G5. Thank you. Thank you. Love you, sis. But yeah. So yeah, he's like, I gotta fly to Dallas, and then we gotta sit in Dallas for half. I think it was 45 minutes. I gotta sit some more. I said, well, you know what, Sean, I'm sorry that you gotta do that. I said the thing I'd be complaining about is going up and down. That's what would get me. I just don't like once I go down. Can you give me a few minutes before we go back up? Now tell me in 45 minutes we going back up. That's why normally I do straight shots. I'm a straight shot flyer. Let's get there straight shot. That's why. Ooh, when I even think about leaving the country and stuff and on these long flights, going up and down, connecting flights. Something about, I love flying. I love being in the air. But it's something about flying that really messes up my appetites, my bowels for a couple of days. So I just imagine what it do if we go up and down. It's gonna do a lot to me. And it's going to do a lot. My eye itches, and I want to scratch it so bad, and I can't. So it's going to make me scratch at my forehead, scratch all around, and my eye is like itching. 30 minutes. I can't believe they fly. You know what? I can't. So yeah, so he's flying into Dallas. My Texans. Send them Texas good vibes over to where he at. I think y'all got 2 airports in Dallas, don't you? I know I came into one of them. It was small though. It wasn't that big one I flew into. Because like I'm used to coming into Texas and jumping into Bush, and I'm like, Bush is like O'Hare. It's huge. It's huge. When I fly to Chicago, I love flying out O'Hare. And that's why everybody's like, oh, you don't take Southwest. Southwest only fly out of Midway. I don't care for Midway Airport at all. I don't care for the transportation to get there. I don't, and you could take CTAs and everything else, but I could take the blue line. I could take the train out here dead into the airport. They ride me all the way into the airport. When I get off that plane, everybody waiting on the ride, I jump right up on that train. And I'm out. And I'm out. So yeah, I love big airports though. Oh, when I came up in LAX, I knew I had arrived. Like I told you, I was born in California. And I think I was just born there because I used to tell myself because I was going to be a star. You know what I mean? I was going to be somebody important. I was going to be somebody famous. I was going to be somebody known. And it was because I was born in the place where you want your star on the ground. Now these days, I feel like they give a star to anybody. They say, yeah, you just started acting yesterday? You a rapper, you a singer? Come on. Come on. Come on. You only been on the scene 2 years? Come on. Here go a star. You're like, how do you get a star? Well, there's some people y'all should be going back and giving some stars to. Why does this person have a star? That's how I feel about it. Yeah, direct flight for me. Please, please, please flight me up. But like I said, me and Greyhound, it had to be a case of no other way for me to do it but to do the Greyhound. And then, like the Greyhound tickets, like my son's flight was $200. My son's flight was $200. Greyhound wanted $216 for a one way, and then they had the nerve. This is almost a 2-day trip. So I'm gonna give you more money than a flight. Not in a lifetime. There's no way. There's no way. But at first we were thinking Greyhound because he had no IDs and stuff. It's like, oh, he can use his police reporter. He's there. He's there. And so, but yeah, so before that, it was like, oh, no one's giving you that kind of money. No, Let me tell you something. His flight could have had 3 connections from Chicago to Dallas, and he would have just had to take it. That would have been his ride. Because 2 days on the bus will drive anybody crazy. And it's driving me crazy thinking about being 2 days on the bus. Putting up with whatever I had to put. Oh, no. And I told you I get motion sickness. I can only imagine how much motion. Well, I'm always going to take Dramamine. Especially I'm on a road trip. I'm on a plane. I'm on a bus. I'm on a boat. I have to take them. Because after a while, that movement is just going to literally make me sick. Very sick. Oh my God, this eye will not stop itching. It just makes me want to touch it. But yeah, I'm definitely about those. And now the longest flight I ever took was from Chicago to LA. It's about a 5-hour flight, like 4.5. And it made me mad because I like to take a 2-3 hour flight, and I'm not touching your bathroom. Man, I took that 5-hour flight. Man, I was like, okay, I can make it. And we got about maybe, how you looking on the thing or how close you're on. It's okay. Pretty soon they're going to stop the plane. Then you have to wait, you know what I mean, till you get off, you know what I mean? And so maybe I need to go. And I got up, and I've had a few flights, maybe about 10. Like I told you, I just started flying a couple of years ago. But 6 years ago, I started flying. I refused to fly before that. I was so petrified of planes. Like, and Obama didn't help me out. He was in the private, like I'm getting in private planes. I just don't like planes. I definitely ain't getting no private plane. One of my buddies, he said, Danny, you want to go on this helicopter ride over Chicago? I sure don't. Man, Danny, I'm going to pay for it. It's like, I sure don't. I don't care. Danny, not doing a helicopter ride. Like, oh, no. I feel my anxiety going up. Thinking about it. But, yeah, on my flights, the only time I used the bathroom was flying to LA. Even when I flew back from LA, because I always go to the bathroom before I even load the plane. I don't care. I'm gonna make myself. I'm going to go to the bathroom before, and I don't like public bathrooms a lot, especially like at an airport, a mall, a restaurant, like in this place where all these different people come through. But I'm gonna definitely use the bathroom in the airport over on the plane. So, and all the times I've been on the airplane, I've literally got off the plane and thought, okay, if we don't hurry up and walk down this aisle, I'm going to pee myself. But if I end up somehow in the back of the plane, oh please, it don't matter. As soon as we go to end, I'm hitting this lavatory. I don't want to hear all that the plane done load. I'm gonna tell you, ma'am, you could either have to not load this plane because I'm pissing on myself walking down this aisle, or you're gonna let me go and go to the bathroom. I try not to make people, because I always tell people, you don't have to do nothing for me. I just got to let you know what's going to happen. And I know this plane ain't going to be able to leave from here. And y'all getting ready to fly out again. This plane not going to be able to leave from here if I don't make it out of the plane without using the bathroom on myself. But no, I cannot. It's just, it messes with my anxiety. Even when I did use the bathroom on the plane going to Cali, I went all into a panic attack. I felt like, first of all, I felt claustrophobic. And then I know it's not true. And we all know Soul Plane ain't real. What could happen to them? But I've always thought of that on an airplane. Like, what happens? Does it open and just let the shit fly out of the air? Like, what's going on with this airplane? I don't trust it. I just don't trust it. I just don't trust it. I do not. Or what if the plane lose control and they start, getting some turbulence while I'm in here? Oh no, I'm gonna lose it. And turbulence really messes, even if I'm on Dramamine, turbulence will really mess with that motion sickness. It's too much shaking and baking and all. Nope. Yeah, but like I said, when it comes to these planes, you give me a little 2-hour ride, that's like 5 minutes on the plane to me. And whenever I get on the plane, like I told you, I wait to get in the clouds. I send love. I feel the energy of my loved ones. I feel the energy of my ancestors, and then I'm asleep. It's something about as soon as I'm done with that, lights out. And y'all know, let me tell y'all something about me. Where's my thing at? It must be on the other side. There's several things I'm gonna have when I go on the airplane. My eye patch, you know, I'm gonna put on my eye mask. I'm gonna have my pillow, and I'm gonna have my little throw because I'm going to sleep. Wake me up when we get there. Something about my body. I'm gonna start waking up as we land. And oh, we here? Oh, we here? But something about LA. It was several reasons for LA. It was hard to go to sleep. One was because on the plane I took United, and on the way there to LA. And when I took United, I think United or I think I took American to LA. But anyway, when I was on the plane, you know, I got the TVs, got a nice seat, whatever. Because I tell people, the one thing I did like about Spirit, but I don't fly Spirit, Frontier, I don't fly those airlines, period. One, they have the worst freaking customer service in the world. And I guess they think because you pay cheap, and then all that a la carte, I can't do it. Let's get these bags. That's why people be like, go Southwest. But I'm not one of those people that's traveling with 65 bags. I don't need to go for the weekend. My buddy's going to bring 4, 5, 6 bags for the weekend. I'm not that person. And so, but what I like about Spirit and Frontier is there's no real first class. Everybody just on the same plane. Because when this thing go down, you think it matter if you first class, business class? Am I sitting on the black box? No, I'm not. So, all that don't get my fancy. Now, don't get me wrong. During the pandemic, Danny got on. As soon as I was pulling out my ticket, they're like, "Do you want to upgrade first?" I sure do. Right? Get me away from these people. That's how I was coming through there. Huh? Gloves on and shit. Going to TSA like, "Hey, you're kind of close. Hurry, please, just scan me. Scan me, I gotta go." But other than that, I don't care about no first class. Nah, but I'm gonna do anything. Give me some business class up in there. You know what I mean? But other than that, nah, I don't care about them seats. I don't care about them seats at all. I just, one, if you're gonna get me to do anything, you may get me to buy my row. But when you do that, you done wasted money. But sometimes I just like to get long and take over all the seats. Hey, when I came back on Christmas from Georgia in 2019, I came back on Christmas Day. First of all, I got there, and you know, in Atlanta, you could smoke in the airport. You know, they got sections. You ain't just smoking through the airport, but you could smoke in the airport. You know, they got bars. Every airport got bars. But I get that. I got an early morning flight job. The bar is open. And they like, it's buy one, get one free on drinks. So I'm going to stop in there and have me a shot of Patron. It's Christmas. It's Christmas morning. I'm going to celebrate. I take a shot of Patron. This lady is sitting over there. She said, "Hey, you flying to Chicago?" I said, "Yeah." She started telling me what she did and stuff. And she said, "Yeah, I fly to Chicago probably once a week. If not once a week, definitely 3 times a month." She's like, "But it's for work," but she's talking to me or whatever. And she's like, "It's Christmas. What you drinking?" I said, "Oh, Patron." I said, "Yeah, I just grabbed one." I said, "I see it's buy one, get one free. I didn't even pay attention to the sign." She said, "Oh, yeah." She said, "Well, we got an hour to that flight." And the next thing I know, me and this lady are just kicking the bobo. Like, we are talking, you know what I'm saying? She keep on. I said, "Hey, let's slow down." Because, you know, think about it. It's buy one, get one. So I done bought myself one, put me at 2. You just bought me one and puts me at 4. So she's like, "Let's just get one more. I'm going to get you one more, girl. I'm probably on 10 by now." You know what I mean? I'm just chilling. I'm thinking, man, this lady can get it this early in the morning. I don't even want to be this tipsy on the plane because I suffer from motion sickness. So anyway, I take that last shot with her. When we get on the plane, I go to sit down, and there's a guy, and he's over, he's heavy set. And the people were telling him that he could move his seat to sit by, you know, the exit because he'd have more room. And he was saying he didn't want to move. And they were like, and I guess they just didn't want to argue. And I didn't want them to argue. And I was like, "Oh, it don't matter, you know. I'll just," because my seat was the middle seat. And his was the one at the window. And I said, "Well," and he said, "Well, there's nobody else." Because, you know, how the plane's already loaded. And they just really getting us all together so we can go off, so we can pull off. So then she said, Well, there's nobody across from you. Merry Christmas. He can have that role. You take that one. I said, oh, Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. And every other way to say it. Man, y'all, I literally sat in a chair, and the next thing I knew, somebody was waking me up. Miss Robinson? No, they weren't saying Miss Robinson. They might as well. But she was like, chick, we here. Like, we laughing, huh? What? Say what? What? Felt like we just sat down. That was the quickest flight I've ever took. I said, probably because your ass got tipsy at 6 o'clock in the morning with this lady on Christmas. Then I get home. I'm running in the crib to wrap, to get together the stuff I had, what I'm saying, for my family. Because that's why I'm whole thing of getting home early on Christmas morning. Because I'm like, everybody old. Ain't nobody trying to get up at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Like kids will wake you up on Christmas. So I go flying home. I get stuff up. I tell everybody, let's get up. Come on, let's just celebrate Christmas. We got to do it now, y'all. I done flew. I flew the night before. Me and my sis sat up laughing and talking like I did not have to get to the airport at 4 o'clock in the morning. Went to sleep at 2. I felt like as soon as I laid down in her house, she was like, girl, it's time to get up. We're going to head to the airport. I was like, oh my God, is it time already? And then as soon as I sat on the plane, I'm like, wait, it's time to go? We're here? So I came home. We had Christmas. And they, mommy, you going to make breakfast like you know I'm just... I forgot about the work part. I forgot. So then I was just up. It was making breakfast, making dinner, you know what I'm saying? Family coming through. Whole day gone. And all I kept thinking was, Amy, if I ever see you again, I'm going to have a shot with you, girl, because we laughed. I mean, we sat and cracked up. We talked about having kids that were teenagers who think they grown, but we wish they was really grown and had their own places that we could go visit. And we just laughed and joked and everything. And it was good. And she was saying how she was upset that she worked this year. But, the job she has doesn't have days like that. And that, she went ahead and did it. And she had last Christmas off. But that she was mad that she, had to get up and fly to Chicago. And then she was like, and the worst part about it is I got a flight back at 6 o'clock tonight. So I'm going to be exhausted even when I get home. And I was thinking, she sure is. And I'm sure those 10 shots won't help it. But what job do you do that you can take 10 shots? And I gave it to her. But let me tell you something. I don't work with people, man. And I used to think it was just on the Caucasian. No, I don't work with people. You're like, how are they drinking like this for work? Because see, you get me to drink it, I'm going home and I'm going to sleep. They just, hey, hold on, give me a lime. Give me a lemon. I'm going to get the smell off me. You be like, what? Lemon? What are you doing? What? So you don't want to go in there smelling like liquor. They say they still got Binaca. Say, I didn't even know they made Binaca no more. Say that. How you think we covered up this liquor? Hey, I never forget. I ain't even going to say the company because this person still working. I worked at a company and one of my bosses, we was by, Hula Hands and all them little restaurants and stuff. And one day she said, Danny, we decided that we could trust you. You come on with us real quick to lunch. The people that go on lunch with me when I go. I said, okay. So where y'all going? She said, Hula Hands. I said, man, wait. Y'all going somewhere where my meal gonna be like $30 for lunch? And they're like, that's just $30. I'm like, hey, I mean, $30 a day add up if that's how you thinking about lunch. Come on now. And so I was like, man, I was getting ready to go get me a Chipotle bowl. You know what I mean? 10, 15, I get it. But 30, 40 tips. She said, just come on, go. We're going to go get some lunch. We go up in there. I'm looking at the menu. Hey, yeah, I'm going to get me a burger. You know what I'm saying? We got an hour on lunch. I'm going to get me a burger. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get me something to eat. Forget it. I'm getting me something to go home. If I'm going to spend it, I'm going to spend it. And they all like, we just get appetizers. I was like, wait. Y'all come to lunch for appetizers? They said, girl, we come up in here to have a happy hour. I said, at work? They said, yeah. I said, well, shit, I'm with the boss. If the boss say go, then let's go. And she bought the rounds. It was up. And then she tell people, and they say, ooh, I'm thinking about getting another drink. Y'all know the rule. Only one. And I finally told them, like, y'all better than me. I don't drink while I'm at work, period. I don't want to crack a beer. I don't want to drink at work, period. I just don't. I don't. But I'm telling y'all, we would definitely be in there party, laughing. Well, can't get it. I said, wait, this is what they be doing. No wonder they always come back. So, because I'm telling you, whoever went to lunch with her, they come back in skipping like, like Wizard of Oz. They all arm in arm. Hey, everybody. Why y'all so happy? I'm like, what y'all eat? Like, what did they eat? Because I want some of it. Because they are happy. And I went to lunch with them. I really understood. I was like, oh, I get it now. Yeah, I get it now. Y'all got me on the inside. Now I know. Now I know when I catch y'all suckers up the hula hand, it's not just because y'all balling out for lunch. It's y'all grabbing a drink. Good old days. Good old days. But yeah. Sometimes I go down memory lane. Back down memory lane. These days, you walk up in a dispensary and I just be like, man, I want your job. Where was this job 20 years ago? I couldn't imagine. Could you imagine? Yeah, you hired to do nothing but talk about sale and get a discount. I get a discount? Green? I'd have been right in the job. That's why I tell them, oh, they got a good job. Good job. Hey, you got a child that's on the A. It's legal. I need you to go get a job with it. You know so much about it. Get over there. Go be a scientist over there. Get a job. Get a job. Shoot, I wish I would have a 21-year-old kid that was smoking and I knew it and I wouldn't tell him, get your ass over there to that dispensary and apply. Get online. Every dispensary in town, you need to be applying for it. You need a job there. I promise you. So, you ain't got to worry about going there and taking no drug test. Go in there and work. You go in there, I don't care what race they are. Every time I see them, I'm like, boy, it must be nice to have a job that you came and brought your ass up in high. Because you look higher than a P45. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang. These kids, I can't with the youth, but I love them. They are the difference. They are the future. That's what people got to understand. If you ask me where the future going, take a look at the future. Take a look at the youth. Take a look at the people in them 20s. They giving you the full Monty of what's going to happen and what's it going to be like. How they think, I don't know about y'all, but my kids in their 20s and my friends' kids in their 20s and everybody I know kids in that same age bracket, these are the most entitled people. But then when I get down to these shorties, they even more entitled. You'll tell them a bus schedule, and they'll look at you like, bus? Hey, why would I be riding? But why would you not? You don't have a car. Now, everything you do is a responsibility. I got to hold on. Let me stop what I'm doing. Let me change my plans. Because we got, That's why they made public transportation. I'm going to need you to use it. Kids would be, I was sitting with my buddy. She was talking to her niece and them about taking the bus. And they was looking at her like she was talking about them walking all the way from one town to the next. What we do? Say, did they set a crime? Because I was getting on the bus to go to school. I was a shorty. And you was riding from the south side to High Park. You know what I mean? Like I was moving around. Oh, he in my bracket. So we a little bit better, though. We a little bit better. We a little bit better. But I promise you, them ones in them 20s, my son literally said, wait, so I got to take the shuttle to the hotel? I said, yeah. He said, nah, I think an Uber will be better. Oh, Uber costs money. A shuttle is free. A shuttle going to drop you right off at the door. And I know Uber will swing you over to your room. Lord forbid that the shuttle going to drop you off in the front. You're going to have to walk around. Lord forbid. I said, I ain't never seen such entitled people in my life. I think he wanted us to just pull up to the plane, and as soon as the plane landed on the target, we were supposed to come flying out there with a red carpet, like on Coming to America's drummers coming in because he done came to town. I don't know what he thought was going on. I ain't got no time. I don't have no time. I got no TikTok. I ain't got no TikTok. But I was like, I ain't never seen such entitled people in my life. I mean, what? But yeah, that's what he said. He said, I don't think I want to take a shot. Like I had told him to walk. He was like, I don't think I want to take a shot. It's been a long day. I'm coming in later. I said, well, Sean, as soon as your plane land, all you got to do is call the people for the shuttle, let them know where you're going to be. And by the time you get off the plane and you get out there, they'll be out there. Oh, when I go and get there, I'll be so ready to go. Where you in a rush to get to here? He rush to hug on Nino? Probably so. That extra few minutes won't hurt you, baby. You made it. You've been in the airport since 2, you made it. That was the hard part. I understand you're going to be exhausted, but like I told you, if I order you an Uber, you act like the Uber going to be sitting right there. Not to mention, we not far from the airport. That's why it's a shuttle, okay? That's why you can take a shuttle, because we're not far. But at the same time, we're not far from the airport. That's why you can take a shuttle. But at the same time, when I order the Uber, they're not just going to pull straight up one. They might, they might. But they usually be about 5 minutes, but they might. And then 2, they going to charge us an arm and a leg just to bring you down the street when you could have took a free shuttle. Sorry, son, because tomorrow you're going to be asking me, Mommy, so Johnny's over there. Can I go get a beef? Hey, do you have a couple of dollars? I was going to go to the store. Hey, it's going to be something. And then, like I said, we got to get you a whole room. A whole room. And I'm going to start you with a week. But once again, that's almost $500. But if you forgot, I'm in one too. So that's 2 whole rooms. So all this, we just throwing I don't know who we are. Because we not them. We not them. We are not them. Yes, baby. I'd be like, wait a minute, did we become the chiropractors? Did he strike some oil out there in Texas? I need to know. Because I'm confused. I'm confused. Mama wants to know. She just wants to know. I want to know whose account is this coming from. Because I need access to this account that you can just throw away money in. Just, I'll get the money and throw it. I can't. But then if I say, well, Sean, you got to be tight. One, trying to move, you're going to need a place. So even if you come with me, then that means I'm going to get a bigger place than I started to get. However we doing this, you know what I mean? But it's just like, I don't want to be a burden. I was out there taking care of myself. And it's like, oh, shit, I don't even want to say nothing. I'll just say nothing. And stick there. I'll stick there, and it'll just be, I'll just work this out one day at a time. And that's how we're going to do it. And that's just what I decided. Like, oh, no, we're going to keep this one day at a time. I'm not even going to tell you the plans I have. Because, kids come change it. You'll be like, yeah, I'm going to get a room. Well, you know what? If you was going to give me a room there, then get me a room here. Because over here, they got to do. Or your kids, when they grown, you know what they'll do also. You'll come into town. You done made a whole plan. I'm going to do this and do this. They'll say, oh, no, I'm going to go stay with such and such. Well, thank you for saving the money. You know what I mean? As long as you save. But I know for a few days my son's not going to do that. But see, you never know. You'll be saying what they not going to do. You'll be like, I just have to do this because I have to clear my mind. I never know what young people. I never know. But that's why I tell young men when they come flirt, baby, bye. I would never date nobody my kids' age. Only way I'm going to date you and you my kids' age is I'm going to look up and I'm 70 and you 60. That's the only way. I'm 70. You know what I mean? I'm 76 and you 60. That's about it. I'm still probably going to want you to be about 66. Because I'm going to need you closer to mine than theirs. You know what I mean? I need to know we could have went to the same high school, not you and them. Yeah. No, don't. I learned that when my kids was young. You'd be trying to call yourself, telling your kids all the stuff you was going to do. Now they holding you to, what time we leaving? Where are we going? What's going to be next? What are we going to eat when we're there? What are we? You're like, oh my God, I should have just pulled up at the door. I should have just took them on this trip and not said a word. Or they trying to change something. Wait, you said Disneyland? I want to go to Disney World. You like, wait a minute, that's a whole nother state. Did you think I was just gonna buy the tickets the day of? I can't switch states. We got flights already. That's what your kids will do. You like, I didn't just say and put a whole Disney vacation together. Yeah. And sometimes it's hard because you got to tell them so they don't make some other plans too. Because when they get older, not tell them and they'll make 55 plans. But that's another reason why I didn't bother to say nothing about getting in the room. And I knew no matter what, tonight, he was going to be in my possession because he could be grown. He could have children. That is my son. That is the youngest of my children. He is going to be in my comfort zone, in my energy, in my space. And that's even if he come getting on my nerves, he's still going to be in my space today. But sometimes I'm 42 years old. Sometimes you got to be your mama's baby. Sometimes you got to remember that. My mama don't hesitate to let me and my twin know we are babies. You understand me? So I'm like, You only have one what? One grandbaby? Look at me, all in y'all conversation. You only got one what, girl? Jupiter Jeepies. And I would send my son with his brother and let him stay there. But the problem is my youngest son has been so used to having something. And then my oldest son is so used to being on his own and doing his own thing that they're going to clash like they're 14 and 16 again. And it's like, you know what? Don't want the stress. Don't, because they'll be calling me every day. He said, I ain't gonna do this. This is my place. He not gonna talk to me like I'm a little boy. I'm a grown man. I've lived on my own since I was 19 years old. I already know. Oh yeah, I can only imagine. Like I said, please, I'm telling y'all, I told y'all. When I lived and they was all in one house, I used to snap. Here I come. Say, how do you all? Can I audition for Snap? Is there any way I could just audition? They like, ma'am, no, we got. Because I have a feeling that I'm gonna have an audition tape real soon. I can feel it in my energy. Mm-hmm. And you got the 2 grandsons. And I have technically I have 2 grandsons, but like I said, the other one, it's a whole nother story. Like I said, it's not my story, but it taught me that when your sons have children, it is totally different. It's totally different. But as a woman, I have to just trust that whatever decision she makes, that my grandson is safe. And so occasionally, I'll get pictures of him off the internet. Sometimes I feel like when I say to people like, oh, I have 2 grandchildren, that is just because I don't want to go into the story of the third. But then I think to myself, when the day comes and we can be a part of each other's life, I don't want to have denied him so long that I'm not even caring to know him. He exists. He belongs to us, and he's on our bloodline. And so for me, it's like, as long as he's being loved and safe, that's all I care. Every time I see a picture, he's excited. Hold on, guys. Hello. Hey. What's up? But yeah, so what I say is, I'm not gonna deny him because I'm not, and I don't hold no ill will toward his mama. I don't. I don't. I don't. Like I said, as long as what I feel like American tale since I was a little kid. Whenever I'm missing something or longing for something, even if it passed away, I just think about that song. That I hope that we are praying up against the same, you know what I'm saying? Blue skies. I hope that, somewhere out there, someone's saying a prayer and loving me tonight. And that's the truth. But, I have two grandsons and a granddaughter. And my oldest grandson would actually be 3, no, 4. Oh my God, he'd be. Wow. Like I said, time flies. You never know what somebody going through. Yep, they do. They do. They calm. G5, I think I'm too old for this, girl. I'm telling you, I'm retired. I'm retired. Let me tell you something. When me and my mom don't live together, we are like bestie bosom buddies. When we live together, I'm like, oh, it's the Clash of the Titans. But my mom and my grandma and my mom used to always say, can't have two queens in the building. But in Africa, they say it's a proverb that says, when there are two kings in the castle, there will be a war. I say queens too. It can't be, so you just had this point where you're like, oh, that's why like I tell people, I am grown, and I needed some time to be alone, to be alone. Yep. And that's why I'm always so surprised when so many men want boys, and it's like they're gonna be a mama's boy most likely. And that doesn't mean a bad thing. When I was young, I thought a mama's boy was bad. It's the baddest thing in the world. But actually, you want a man who loves his mother and has a relationship and respect for women. You want that. You want that. Well, otherwise, you're gonna end up with that. Hey, so obvious, sis. Thank you, thank you, thank you, sis. But yeah, and them girls, them that like I love a great daddy daughter relationship. And I kid you not, my youngest two kids have the same dad, but for some odd reason, my daughter just has a way better relationship always with him than as a brother. And I think sometimes that is with men because they want so hard to make them not the things they felt they failed in. So then it's just always on their back. And I think we do it as women too with our daughters to make sure they make it or to make sure they're tough and they're strong enough and they can survive. And that if you, especially came from that generation where you sat back and you did this and you did that, and then one day you had to come into a world and you knew not how to make it. And so we always on them just in case. You better know how to do this. They're young. You better learn how to cook. We teach you how to wash these clothes. Let me show you. You just always on them because I never wanted to not be able to survive. You know. Yeah, I'm telling you, you'll be so close. You'll be so close to each other. Hold on. I'm trying to see. How did my mom just call me and then she just sent me a text? Oh, okay. But yeah, I was making sure everything was okay. I'm like, wait a minute, I just hung up from her. Make sure. You gotta make sure. But yeah, so like I said, me and my son. How sometimes do you be snoring and then I turn around and you wide awake staring at me? So I was thinking to myself, well, I just turned around because I thought, boy, need no snoring. I turned around, he's looking dead in my face. Because look, y'all pay attention to that. Now he over here, right? But did y'all notice I wouldn't put that plate in the microwave? Because before Bimby's over here the whole time, begging for them French fries. I put it over there. He said, I'm gonna sit right here. I'm gonna sit right here. So when she come toward that microwave, I can make sure that I'm sitting right here. So she'll know that I know that them fries are still there. Too much. He's too much. He is too much, guys. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, when my son finally gets in here, let's make sure to tell him. No, you know what? No, I'm not. No, no. But yeah, now, children, you're too much. But once again, I was given this job because I'm strong enough to do it. See, I was given this life because I'm strong enough to live it. I was given this job because I'm strong enough to do it. And they say grandparent is your second trip around the world, but this time at least you got a blueprint. At least you got that. But yeah, oh yeah, man, time be flying. I've been on here 2.5 hours. Shippity jumpies. Didn't seem like that at all. Didn't see what happened when we get up in a room together. We get to running our mouth. We get to loving on each other. We get to talking about these kids. We get to talk about life. And time just flies by you. Time just flies by you. But I feel a lot better than I felt before I came in. I'm trying to figure out how am I peeling this nail polish off. Okay. I'm going to have to get my nail polish removed. And now remove all of this nail polish because this just let me pick off. I was wondering, I was sitting here messing with me. I said, wait, is the nail polish coming off? But anyway, that means I'm going to have to. Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, that means I'm going to have to take off this nail polish and polish my nails again. But yeah, like I said, I'm so glad I did come in here because I was sitting here and I said, well, one, you need to go to bed, but I'm going to go to bed. I'm telling you, oh, when my son comes, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to go to bed. And if for some odd reason I couldn't sleep, I still, like I said, I'm going to try to go to bed. And the one thing I know about the body is it's only so long. It's going to be like, okay, now we must rest. Now you can't leave, you know? Just like they told him in the Bronx Tale. And they told him, now you can't leave. He was in there talking shit in the bar. He said, oh, now you can't leave. Take that. But yeah, no, like I said, like I said, I don't feel it yet. And most of it's probably adrenaline and all that other stuff. And I just, I know my son is coming home and his anxiety. So it's keeping me up. It's keeping me up. Not to mention I drank a couple of cups of coffee this morning and then I went and I've been drinking water. I drink water more than anything these days. And like the last year, I drink more water than I drink any other fluid. But today I said, let me get a pop. Well, let me get a pop one because I know when my son comes, he's gonna want one, and then he's gonna want to go down to the machine and get $1.50 pop over to that gas station and get a $2.70 20-ounce. No, thank you, sir. I went right to Jewel. They had the little 1 liters, 4 for $5. I said, I'll get them one. There you go, son. So if you want something to drink, hey, and even if it's not the one you wanted, it's better than but I already know. You know your kids. So I just said, nah, I'll just make sure that we have those things, especially because he's getting in later. So he can come on in, take his painkillers, which actually he stopped taking the painkillers, which I'm glad. But then today, when he's talking about being in so much pain, I thought to myself, oh, he probably needs to. But you know what? I understand. I overstand. So don't take them. So when he gets in, I actually have some ibuprofen. If he needs something, just you could take that. And so yeah, when he comes in, I want him to eat. go take a shower. Well, take a shower first because one, plain clothes must come off. They must come off instantly. So I need them to come in, take a shower, eat, relax, and just lay down. That's it. Just lay down, get some rest. That's it. And then I can, like wait and exhale. We all got the moments, y'all, when you breathe. And then I can breathe, and then I think it'll lower the extreme anxiety. And I've been since Friday just being cool, but I've needed to see him. And I'm blessed for my family, and I'm blessed that we, everything was okay, and we got everything done, and we were still able to get him. We were able to get his belongings out of his place. We were able to do, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things we were able to do. And so I'm just blessed. So it's like, you go through it and you stay in tunnel vision until I get to the prize. And once I get to it, I can breathe. Because, whew, we made it through. We made it through. So, yeah. So, like I said, so he's supposed to get in here after 10:40. Like I said, the shuttle. If he does, like I told him, and as soon as he lands, he goes ahead and calls that shuttle. He'll be here within 20 minutes. It's only like it's just like a 15-minute ride, and if he calls when he lands, they gonna leave from here to ride over there, and they'll be to you in 10-15 minutes. Traffic's wide open. It's a straight shot to the airport, So it'll be to you in 10-15 minutes, and then you'll be back here. And so that's it. That's all I got planned for this evening. So if I did go live again, it'd probably be before he came until he got here. That would probably be because if my anxiety goes up again, that's what I'm going to do. I thank you guys. Thank you for being there for me. Thank you for listening to me babble. Thank you for accepting me for me, where I feel comfortable enough to even let you in my world. That the world told me these type of stories and these type of things made me some kind of wrong. But I'm not. I'm just some kind of human. And it's just some part of my story. That's all. That's it. I know I need to go to sleep. I know I've been up since yesterday at 6 a.m. I know I need to go to sleep. And then, so either what's going to happen is I'm going to go to sleep as soon as he gets here, or I'm going to pass out and then wake up because you're like, wait, you're here? Wait, you're here? You're outside at the front? Because I'll be knocked out. You know how you wake up and you don't have any clue what's going on. But you just got up like, wait, what? He's here? It's a new day? Is it the same day? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't have a clue. I'm lost. I'm lost in the sauce. But like I said. So in reality, I know I need to get some rest because rest is what we need for our body. We do. The stress release. I tell y'all, one thing I'm about to do as soon as I get a place, I got several things lined up. I got to go to Dallas. I must meet my grandson. I must. I have one I've never got to meet because he was taken. And so I can't have one that I just haven't met. As soon as I get my place. So it's definitely a trip to Dallas. I plan to probably stay out there like a week, not with them, but just stay out there a week so I can see him more than one day. My next thing is to go to the spa and go all the way out. And then I must go get me some ink so that I can transfer this energy that's inside, that's dwelling in, transfer it out. Transfer that pain with a new pain and take it out. Those are 3 things like on my Danny list of what I got to do. That's it. But until I get home, none of it is anything I'm thinking about. Like the only thing I think about with money these days is food, my laundry, my room. That's it. I'm thinking about nothing else. I don't think about going shopping. I don't think about no clothes. I don't think about going and get me no shoes. And the seasons don't change. And I don't think about shoes. But like I said, you're just being humbled. And I'm being, it's a shift. It's a shift. And to be the new me, the old me has to die. Those ways, those dogs, and that has to go. It has to go. And I have to be able to identify him so I can try to do something better before I slip into those things, So like I said, I'm glad I was talking to y'all. I'm glad I was talking to y'all when I went outside. The thing is, even if I wasn't talking to y'all when I went outside, I would have walked it off because it would just like when I did. I went to say something and then I started saying something while I was still standing next to him. But then I said, no, for what? This ain't even worth it. It's not even worth it. I let it go. But I'm just glad I was talking to you all today, this evening. No, I really, I'm not. They don't take my joy away. I got the 500. I had a fin. So please, and take my joy as the kingdom grows. Please, a police. But nah, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to get up out of here. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for loving on me. Thank you for sending me virtual hugs. Thank you for sending good vibes. Let's send them to each other. We all need it. We all are here to empower each other. And even if it's in these moments when we stop calling it like a gas tank, come get your fill up. And let's get that to each other. And thank you for doing that. Thank you for respecting me by respecting each other and respecting yourself. Thank you for moderating yourself. It makes it so much easier. So Susan could just enjoy these conversations with us. Marianne, I've grown so much. Oh, I know I done changed. Y'all. I done changed. That's what I told you. Don't think that if I make a mess or act a fool, that I won't hesitate to tell you it, because that's how I know I came from somewhere different. You know what I mean? And that's what pulled me back. It was me saying, D, over the stairs, it's another set of stairs. Matter of fact, it's 2 other sets of stairs that lead you. They're further walk. But you'll be fine. While you walk it off. Walk it off. You know what I mean? And that's it. So this is growing. Thank you, Marianne. I know, Susan. I am. Guys, so like I said, I love you guys. In the morning, I will. So like I said, I think tonight, I'm going to call it a night tonight on the lives. Unless before my son comes, because I'm still up. Unless before my son comes, I just want to talk to you guys. Is it all right if I call? Is it all right if I call? Y'all going to answer? If I call? If you don't, I'll leave a message. Catch it when you get up. I'm telling you, wait till they give me my community wall. And you're like, damn, they just post like it's like encouraging words that came through. I was watching because sometimes I just want to drop a picture. Like I said, sometimes they don't do it. So I just want to drop the picture. That's it. That's what got me into shorts, because I love my food. I love, I love to eat. I love certain things. I love my favorite little meals. And so I always so I always just take pictures of my food. Always. Even when I wasn't doing nothing, I might post them on my Facebook, but I always took pictures of my food. And even if I go to a restaurant and there's something good I like and it looks good and it's plated right, I'm taking a picture. And so when it was the shorts, I said, well, wait a minute. Instead of taking a picture, why don't you start recording 15 seconds of it and put a song to it and do it as a short? And some of my biggest shorts are like food. They're food. So I know the world is filled with foodies just like me. I sure will. I sure will. And I already told him, but I'm definitely going to tell him how much you all have been praying and rooting for him, and caring about me, and checking on me, and laughing with me. Because, see, those are good things we got to tell about. We always tell you quick tell somebody wrong stuff. Somebody let me tell you about this one person. These people be getting into it, and this person had. Why aren't we talking about the good stuff? That's what we gotta do. That's what we gotta do. I love you guys. I really do. I really do. I really do. Look at me because I'm still talking. Say pushing up on 3 hours, still talking. Still just blah blah blah. And girl, and let me tell you, and then one day ahead. Yes. The family, his aunties on the tube. That's right. That's right. It's a village, and in a village raises a child. It's a village. And y'all are part of my village, and I thank you for that. I really do. I really thank you for that. And I know that while I'm talking about before he get here, I still got to go take Nino for a walk. Okay. We have to do our walk so he can break it on down. He said, wait, we gonna walk? And then the last time he go out will be after he come. That'll be the last time I take him out for the night. And then he'll be good. And usually his last time out is about 11. You know. And if it's that we were at home and he had a yard, his last time out, he'd probably be out to like 11:30. So, you know, take him his last time out at like 11:30 the latest. And then after that, that's why I get up so early to take him back out. But yeah, so all right, guys, I love you. Thank you for coming in. Y'all have a good evening. Have a good dinner. Have a good dinner. Get you some rest if you need it. If you're not feeling too good, we sending good vibes and healing vibes towards you and energy towards you. If you're feeling down, we're here for each other. We're here for each other. We are here for each other. And since I'm only one person and each of us is one person, together we have to be here for each other. We have to. We have to. Because though I would love to each and every one of my 500 plus subscribers be able to sit and have time all day to individually have time, I can't. That's why I promise you, as I get things together, because once I get into my place, then I move off of a routine. I'm about to start hitting your cities up. I'm about to start putting things together. I don't care if I come up in your city, because y'all know me, I'll get up in your city for one day. I don't care if I come in your city for one day and do a skating party and invite anybody who from that city, who from that city in there. And if it's one of you or two of you, then hey, we gonna hang out together. We gonna get together. We gonna get together. And if it's one of you, we gonna get together. And that's it. That's it. That's what I'm about. That's what I'm about. I'm about bringing together love for anybody who want it. And if they anything like me, they crying for it. They dying for it. Or should I say, I'm living for it. Everything in me. That's you, Nate. He in the mirror. Look, he in the mirror. He in the mirror, y'all. He looking in the mirror. Nino. No, wait. How'd you go from barking in the mirror to at the door? What's wrong with this show? He jumped up, looked in the mirror, started barking, and gonna run to the door like something happened at the door. Nobody knocked at the door. Nobody walked past the door. Nobody looked at the door. They didn't whistle at the door. They didn't tap their finger on the window. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. He just be making up stuff, y'all. Nobody walked past laughing. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Oh yeah, I already know when Nino gets to be in Vegas, it's definitely time to go. But I'm about to go. I think I want to buy. You know what I'm gonna do until I do go to sleep? I'm gonna find the season 1 and start of this Plainsville. I need to see what's Heidi talking about doing that Thursday. Let me reach out to her. Wait a minute, I got 40 notifications on YouTube. What's going on YouTube that I'm missing? Oh, nothing. These are some notifications. Okay. Okay, BT is live. Male Chef. Oh, it's a couple of people. Oh, no, those are. Oh, it's a few people live. That's why. All right, I'm going to go through, spread some love. I'm going to finally eat this plate because I finally feel like I have appetite. See, talking to y'all calm my nerves and nothing. Now I'm like, oh, I'm hungry. I got a whole plate. So I'm going to go show some support, go check out some videos, watch the uploads first. or run into some of these lives, then watch the uploads. And that's about it. I love you guys, and I will catch you later. Thank you. Thank you for centering my energy. Thank you for sending me energy. We send everybody energy because I don't want anybody to be drained sending out energy. Thank you. Thank you. And I love you guys. And I'm out of here. And Nino's gone too. He says a riff, and I'll see you later. He does. Now this one he should be barking and say goodbye. Nino, come over here and say goodbye to everybody. Come here. Say see you later, alligator. After a while, cry. Nee, do we do lick face? How do we kiss each other? How do you give a kiss? How do you give a kiss? Not with your tongue. He said, I'm not even gonna kiss you. Give me a kiss, Bub. Bub, can I get a kiss? Can I get a kiss, Bub? You gonna play me shady like a baby does? Can I get a kiss? See? That's how your kids do you. Can I get a kiss? Now watch, as soon as we leave, he gonna give me huggies. He gonna give me kisses. He's too much. I love him though. I love him. You gotta love him. All right, guys, I am out of here. Love you. Talk to you later. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, boo. Now, what was you barking at? Just being fake, or were you barking at my French fries?